Welcome to Learn It, a series of digital scrapbooking tutorials by Studio Wendy at Scrapbook Graphics. Today we're looking at Color Me Patterns. Color Me Patterns is a set of templates that are designed for you to be able to recolor and then convert into a pattern for use in creating papers and backgrounds. So each template will come with a number of different layers and you can recolor them however you want. So I'm just going to pull up my swatches panel here. And for the sake of this one, I'm just going to choose, let's say, 2 blue colors by using my color picker here. I'm going to press the X key to switch my foreground and background colors and then choose another blue here. Let's see. Let's go with this one. Okay, now I'm going to go through and recolor these layers. Now these layers are all locked. They have the transparency lock on. So all you have to do is select the layer and then press Option or Alt Delete if you want to fill with the foreground color, or Command or Alt Delete if you want to fill with the background color. And then I like to use my keyboard commands, so I'm actually going to use the Option or Alt bracket keys. The left and right bracket keys will let me go up and down the layer panel just by using the keyboard. So I can quickly fill with Alt or Option Delete and then hit a bracket key and then switch to the Command key and choose a different color. And so I'm just going to go down here and play around with the color combination until I get what I want. Okay, so once you're happy with that, I also wanted to point out you can also change the outline color. So here it's white, but say I wanted to make it a very dark blue, I could do that. I could make it completely different color, gray. If I wanted to, you can change that color any way you want. Once you're happy with your color for your pattern, you have 2 choices. You can run the Color Me Fill option and the Color Me Style option. And these are going to affect how the pattern is applied to the new document. Only in full Photoshop can you get the Style option. In Photoshop Elements, that doesn't support the Style option, so you will only have the Fill option. So let's just go ahead and run the Fill option first. So I'm just going to select the action and press play. We get a little message here that tells us how we need to recolor these, which we've already done, and press continue. And then we're alerted that when prompted, we need to select the correct pattern from the menu, and I'll show you that in a minute. So when this comes up, go ahead and give them a name. I'll call this Circles 1 and press OK. Now here is the Fill dialog box. It's set to pattern, and all we have to do is click this button, scroll to the very bottom of the list, select the pattern we want, and click OK. And now our pattern has been filled into this document here. So we can zoom in and look at it, we can zoom out, and at this point we can now begin altering this pattern to create it into a paper, adding our textures and any other things that we want. Let's go ahead and close out of this one and bring up another one. So this particular pattern only has 3 layers. Let's do this in shades of green, just for grins. Okay, so we've got our file colored here, and let's run the style action on it. We're going to go through the same process here. We're going to name this Wendy's Green Circles. When this dialog box comes up, we'll choose Wendy's Green Circles and press OK. And now you'll see here that this pattern is not on its own layer, but it's actually placed onto this layer as a layer effect. And if I double click on that and come down to Pattern Overlay, the great thing about this is now I can scale this down smaller. So if I want smaller polka dots, I can simply drag the scale of the pattern down as far as I want. And you'll see here, it's a repeating and scalable pattern so that there are no hard edges. So we can do that. We can scale it down. You don't really want to scale it up more because you can't enlarge without losing quality, but we can scale it down as much as we want. Once you've done that, you can go ahead and apply your textures and other effects to that layer. You can also rasterize it by right-clicking on it, and that will now turn this into an actual flattened layer that you can work with better. And you might even, if you've scaled this down significantly, you might want to sharpen it a little bit. Just going to Filter, Sharpen, Unsharp Mask, add a little bit of sharpening there just to have a crisp edge. So that's how the Color Me patterns work. Each set of Color Me patterns that come out in the future will come with the templates that you can open up, alter the color, and then create a 12 by 12 canvas filled with that new colorful pattern. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.